The IRS has issued an urgent notice to all Americans, especially those individuals that are awaiting thousands upon thousands of dollars to be deposited into their bank account at any given point from the Treasury. Now, this is also a time when people are chomping at the bit to get all that money, probably feeling a little bit impatient. I know that I am. I'm not sure about you. Drop your comment down below. Are you feeling a little impatient right now for that money to start hitting your bank accounts? Let me know down below. I think a lot of us are probably feeling the exact same way. But this is exactly where that notice from the IRS and the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, are also dropping these notices out there saying, hey, Americans, listen up. This is a very important time because as people are getting a little antsy to get that money, well, some other people have some other ideas and also want a piece of that pie. Now, I also do have this article right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen for in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what this is saying right here. I'm going to explain the details of this, and we will talk through what needs to be said about this. Now, we're still very early on in 2026. However, tax filing season, whether you file a tax return or not, is also a time of year where a lot of money is changing hands. In fact, according to the recent remarks out of the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, recently, he's indicated that we're likely going to be seeing upwards of $200+ billion being sent from the Treasury to individual accounts in the form of tax refund payments. It's a lot of money changing hands, right? $200 billion roughly, give or take a little bit there. That's a lot of money. Anyway, let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details on this and let me explain what's going on. All right, so these notices and warnings are coming out of the IRS and again, the FTC, suggesting that there's these individuals out there trying to prey on Americans right now who are filing their tax returns and awaiting those big refund payments that are likely going to be upwards of $4,000, again, according to the Treasury Secretary, the largest refund payments in the history of this country. But what's happening is that some individuals are calling, pretending to be from the Tax Resolution Department or something along these lines and saying, we're demanding payment right here, right now, because you owe back taxes. And you might be thinking, what are you talking about? I'm in the process of filing my tax return right now, or I just filed my tax return and I'm getting a refund. What do you mean that I owe back taxes or that I have a liability to the IRS? Well, that's exactly where these individuals come in and they claim that you need to pay right now. You need to submit a payment right now, or they try to get your personal details and then all of a sudden they try to maybe intercept your tax refund payment or maybe just clean out your bank account. Obviously, this is a scam. So they're basically saying, hey, if you receive one of these calls, first off, it's not the IRS. The IRS will not call you. I think we all recognize if the IRS ever wants to get in contact with you, they will send you a letter, right? They'll send you a notice in the mail. They're not going to call you. They're not going to email you. And they're definitely not going to send you a text message. And they're certainly not going to show up at your door randomly. And they're not going to call you and demand instant payment. That's not how the IRS works, right? Here's the deal. The IRS doesn't need to do that. If they want money from you, I mean, if you don't pay them and you just, ignore them and they send you notice, things like that, they can just garnish your wages and they can basically just take your money. They don't need to ask you and they don't need to demand money from you immediately. They can literally just help themselves after, obviously, a specified amount of time. They can just help themselves to your money if they just so wanted to do so. But they would give you ample time to do that. They're not just going to call you randomly one day and be like, hey, my name is John. I'm calling from the IRS and we need you to give us $5,000 today. No, that's not how the IRS works, right? They send you letters in the mail. They do not call. And again, I know that this sounds super obvious. Like, come on, really? We know this stuff already. Obviously not, because people keep falling for it left and right. In fact, every single year, Americans are being scammed for more and more money, like to a tune of multiple billions of dollars, more and more and more every single year over the previous year. So all of these scams are getting more and more sophisticated. Not only that, they're implementing AI into these scams, which makes it sound very realistic. If it's not a real human, it's an AI bot that sounds very human-like and realistic. And therefore, Americans keep falling for these things, and we're getting scammed like to the degree that we've never seen before in the history of this country, and it continues to expand exponentially every single year. It's nuts how much money people are losing. Americans are losing to things just like this. So here's the deal. I've said this before in other videos. When I come across articles like this, like that I showed you here, when I read something like this, I might think, I don't want to make a video about that. I really don't want to sit and talk about that. I'm going to be fair. I don't. But when I see an article like this, I feel like it is my responsibility when I come across this information to make a quick video on it and be like, hey, just be very aware of this. Please be, vigilant. Please be very protective of your personal data, things like that. If you happen to receive a call, a text message, an email, whatever it happens to be, please be very aware of that. Here's the deal. It takes me however long, start to finish, to make the video, to upload the video, to edit the video, do all the things like that, maybe a couple hours start to finish. If I can help one person save $1,000, $100, $1, it doesn't matter. If I can help anybody prevent themselves from being scammed like this, it's totally worth my time to make a video like this. Anyway, I feel like when I come across an article like that, it would not be responsible of me for just to read it and be like, whatever, fend for yourself, right? No, I feel like I want to do what I can to help those of you in this community because we want to maximize our money, maximize our incomes, get as much money as we possibly can, but also preserve what we may have coming or that we have, right? Very important. So anyway, that's why I want to talk about this. When these types of issues come up, I want to bring these to your attention right away. All right, anyway. I want to mention this as always. If you happen to be somebody that is on Medicare, or if you need to enroll in Medicare, as in you're turning 65 soon, make sure to call Chapter. Phone number is right there for you, 100% free. About 10,000 of you in the last year have called them. Absolutely amazing. 10,000 people in this community alone have called them, collectively saving over $2 million. In fact, I have pages and pages of comments right here. I just pulled up more pages of comments out of the comment section just the other day. I collected all these here. Well, look at this. If I can grab them, they're so crispy I can't even grab them. They're all stuck together here. Anyway, I'm going to try to flick through these. I'm trying to grab the page here. I can't even grab it. All right, this is embarrassing. Okay, here we go. I think I'm getting it. Okay, here we go. Got it. They're so crispy. I need to pull these apart a little bit. All right, anyway, page after page. Check this out. These are just pages that I've pulled out of the comment section just in the last 2 months here or so from people that have reached out in the comment section, leaving their comments after calling Chapter. Again, pages after pages after pages of comments that people have reached out, saving a boatload of money. Again, average person is saving $1,100. Absolutely incredible. And again, I know you probably couldn't read them because I was flicking through them kind of fast right there. But my point being is that if you're on Medicare, if you need to enroll in Medicare, call Chapter there. See what they can do for you. I think you may be shocked with what flexibilities, what optionality you still may have right now early on in 2026. Give them a call. See what they can do for you. And after you talk to them, by the way, it's still free, 100% free. I've got nothing to sell you here on the channel. I have nothing for sale. Anyway, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below on any video. Just make sure to use the word Chapter within your comment. That's the keyword that I search for to find all of these comments like this. I'll grab your comment, just like I grabbed all these. I'll add it to my stack here, and I'll feature it in upcoming videos, just like I did here in this one as well. All right, anyway, hope this helps you out. Please stay safe out there. I'll keep you posted with anything going on right now. I know it's a very busy, it's a weird time, it's a confusing time. I'll be here for you any way that I can be. Please enjoy your day. Take care, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. Please subscribe, please share.